Hello, Libra. Welcome to your monthly reading for November 2025. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right in, Libra Nation. If you are new to my channel, I'm going to give you your astrological overview. Then I'm going to do your full spread. Then we'll break it down week by week. We'll pull more cards. We'll talk about some aspects. Yep. And then we're going to do your second spread. And if you also saw my November astrology overview live stream, which I'll leave at the end of this video, if you didn't see it. Well, if you did see it, you'll know I said November is bananas. All right. So you'll see, look at that. All transits, all retrogrades, pretty much, right? Yeah, there's more in the back. So what does this mean? Everything from October, from mid-October, all of October, okay? Spilling over into November. And what is that? Your intense, radical transformation. Now, here's the thing. This transformation, it actually started summer. It started over the summer for you. You had a lot of energy around partnerships, relationships, love, marriage, legal matters. And yeah, that was a big time for you. That's when you started seeing significant changes this year. And then you just went through the big eclipses in September, where you learned surprises and twists are super fun, right? And then last month, October, where you had an amazing birthday season. It was intense. So it was intense. It was intensely passionate. That was the energy. And just to let you know, Libra, you're still going to feel it this month. And the difference is this month, it's going to be a lot deeper. It's going to be a lot more intense. And there's going to be a lot more passion. But there's something on top of that that's going to make it a little bit more intense. And that's why I saved you for last. And hopefully, and you are the last. Whoa, actually, what is it? Okay, yeah, we're just a little bit past your birthday season. It's October 25th. I'm going to try to get this up tomorrow. Today, October 25th. Yeah, it's like 3 in the morning. Anyway, this month in November, you are definitely going to hit this slow burn in terms of your transformation because of the retrogrades. There's 5 of them. That's only the planets. That's how big this month is, okay? And these retrogrades are really great for you. They're, like funnel cake. Anyway, this month is a little complex. And for that reason, we are going to stick to the retrogrades, major lunations, and the transits for this forecast. And it's because they are so big, the magnitude of the transits and retrogrades, I want you to consider them as like chapters in your life story. That's how big they are. And there are nearly 40 aspects this month. It's a big month. It's a really big month, and we're going to break all of it down in your weekly forecast to come. Now, when I said it's going to feel like a slow burn, it will. And it's going to feel a little bit familiar because a lot of the outer planets are going to be exactly where they were in the beginning of the year. And so that was before the prison portal. And so you can bet that November is going to feel a little deja vu-y. All right. And out of sheer coincidence, a lot of the aspects this month are going to be repeats of aspects from the beginning of the year. So you can bet this month is going to feel a little deja vu-y. Did you see what I did there? Libra Nation, you crack me up. Anyway, this is going to be a month of a lot of internal change, but your transformation is going to be a lot deeper than any other sign. And I will tell you why. But just remember, this is important. A lot of the aspects rolling over from October. Remember, October was a lot of that Scorpio energy, right? So, intensity. And it's going to be a different kind of intensity. And I just honestly can't believe what's happening this month for you. And it is going to be one of those once a lifetime, like you're just never going to have a month like this. So congratulations. It's going to be a great month. You even see, I threw in an aspect for you. Yeah, Jupiter trine Saturn. One of the aspects spilling over from October, actually going to perfect in November. And this is just bringing growth and stability to your long-term goals. It's heavily career related. And so I've got some really great news for you. I'm excited to share them with you, but I do want to point out that we are still in 2025. Did you see your annual forecast? So, yeah, even though this is an amazing month and it's a complex month, it is a month in 2025, meaning you can expect the occasional urgent decision, dramatic pivots, unexpected new circumstances, and your radical revolution. Happy daylight savings, November 2nd. Now, Tuesday, November 4th, Mars will move into Sagittarius. All right. You're about to tap into your inner Oscar Wilde. This is fellow Libra, right? Mars, action, drive, ambition, leaving its intense domicile, watery Scorpio, and blazing up in fiery Sagittarius, which, as if you can believe, does really well with you being an air sign. So this energy is really strong. You have not had Mars in Sagittarius for 2 years, and you will have Mars in Sagittarius for 2 months. Very spirited, seeking adventure. You're going to be seeking a lot of adventure. You're going to be very social. You're going to be networking because Sagittarius rules your third house. That is communication, having conversations, it's PR, advertising, marketing, it's writing, it's creative writing, it's launching businesses, it's your local community, getting involved, it's a lot of family energy, it's short distance travel. At the end of the day, everything that you're going to do for Mars and Sagittarius is all in the name of broadening your horizon, seeing the big picture, okay? It's very happy-go-lucky. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be very nice. Now, but the thing is that right off the bat, you're gonna have Mars opposite Uranus. So, anyway, Wednesday, November 5th, full moon in Taurus. This is going to be big. It's 8:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 13 degrees. This one is so strong. So I really want you to pay attention, because not only is the moon exalted in Taurus, this full moon is going to be bookended by one of the most challenging aspects, which I just told you is Mars opposite Uranus. But it's also bookended with one of the best aspects of the month. So, a little unpredictable here. It is Uranus, right? We'll just expect some surprises. And I say that because Mars and Uranus in an opposition in your third and in your ninth. If you're traveling, there may be something here with travel. If you're planning travel, there may be something here with travel and planning travel. There's something here with education. There's something here with communication. There's something here with your belief system. So there is going to be a little bit of a wake-up call. There can be a little bit of a spiritual awakening for you as well. It is your ninth house where Uranus is. But to be honest, there is a little bit of restlessness that comes with this package. And Taurus energy is very stable as an earth sign, right? Taurus rules finances, your values, material possessions, your foundations, things like that, self-worth, self-value. So just expect some surprises, all right? And it can be surprises that come in the form of breakthrough. Now, why is this a big deal for you? Well, this full moon in Taurus rules your 8th house. We are in Scorpio season. We have a stellium in Scorpio. And remember, Scorpio is the ruler of the 8th house, and that's what makes it so intense. 8th house is deep. There's depth, okay? Intimacy, building wealth, building relationships, all part of the 8th house. 8th house is transformation. And that's what Taurus rules for you. And so you have it 2 ways here. It's twice the intensity for you. So this full moon will have to do with your transformation. It will have to do with money. but shared resources, as in investments and royalties, commissions, inheritance, joint bank accounts, loans, taxes. Those are going to be really highlighted around this full moon. Also, relationship building, like I said, it's deepening relationships. It's the eighth house, it's intimacy. So there is going to be something here illuminated. There is also going to be something here brought to the forefront, and you see what's happening. We'll talk about that in a second. But just know anything that you started back April 27th, the corresponding new moon in Taurus, here is your culmination point. There's a turning point here. And the moon here, the full moon, it does feel like a portal. Again, like what's coming up. All right. So just prepare for things to be illuminated. Just prepare for things to be as part of your transformation. Remember, eighth house is death and rebirth. So this month is more about your rebirth. This full moon will be that death part, like that part of you or something in your world, something that's got to end. Making room. All right. Now, the next thing is that you are, and prepare to pivot to with anything that you want to pivot from. Okay. You get to choose. This is all you. One of the reasons why is because the good aspect would be Mars sextiling Pluto. That's amazing because you've got and again, we're going to talk more about it in your weekly forecast, but Pluto is in Aquarius. That's your fifth house. And Pluto natively rules Scorpio, your second house. We'll talk about that in a second. But Pluto in Aquarius, your fifth house, that's joy and pleasure. Right? It's creative projects. It's family. It's children. It's true love. It's soulmate energy. It's sex. It's procreation. Eighth house is, what did I say? Intimacy. It's building relationships. And it's also sex. It's the eighth house. It's Scorpio ruled. So you've got some fun stuff happening around this full moon, but at the same time, Uranus can just bring some things in that open your eyes to things. All right. Now, secondly, and yeah, money is going to be a big thing. Now, secondly, you've got Venus moving into Scorpio on November 6th. Venus is leaving your sign and moving into the intense, deep waters of Scorpio pretty much all month. So you've got Mercury, the Sun, and Venus all in Scorpio. You have a stellium. A stellium is 3 planets or more in a sign. You have a stellium in Scorpio. And they're all inner planets. You're going to feel this. And they're going to be driving your intense transformation with this full moon in Taurus in your 8th house of transformation. So, especially with love, relationships, and money, because that's Venus, your ruling planet, right? So, and creative projects, and it's in Scorpio, which rules your second house of money. Guess who is the ruler of the second house? It's Taurus. So now, do you see there's 3 overlaps happening for you right now? That has to do with money and wealth and bunny stuff, like, okay? Relationship. So there's a lot happening right off the bat. And this stellium in Scorpio, just wait till we get to the back. You're going to have a stellium in Scorpio all month. So you're going to be experiencing a lot of this intensity all month long. Venus, your ruler in Scorpio, she's basically like wearing knee-high boots, okay? She's sandy at the end of Greece. That's Venus in Scorpio. She has a edge to her. And all this Scorpio energy, remember, it's not just transformation. It's secrets coming to the surface, secrets emerging. It's truth, emotional truth telling. It's your deep passions, revealing them. Your deep passion for Dawson's Creek, whatever it is. You're going to be telling things. You're going to be, whatever brings you pleasure. That's Venus, right? So just be prepared to have a lot of conversations too, because you have Mars in Sagittarius, again, your third house of communication. You've got a lot happening Libra, you have a lot happening. Now, another thing that's happening is that there is going to be there's there's how do I say this? You are going to have commitments strengthened. Okay? I just want to put that out there. Now, Uranus moving into Taurus. This is a bigger deal than you could ever imagine. Remember how Saturn and Saturn and Neptune moved back into Pisces last month, right? They've been together in Pisces since March 2023. They were testing you, giving you life lessons in work and health and your everyday activities. Well, Uranus is doing the same thing. Uranus is the planet of breakthroughs and the unexpected surprises, but also freedom, right? So Uranus is moving back into Taurus, where it's been since May 2018. And Uranus doesn't do so well in Taurus. So that's your 8th house. You probably had some breakups. You probably had out of nowhere. You probably had a lot of situations that didn't go in your favor when it came to relationships and partnerships, maybe even wealth building. There could have been some surprises. There could have been some things just in your way in terms of future investments as well. So Uranus is back, okay? And we'll be here until April 2026, but I don't want you to fret. Sure, Uranus is going to be at that 29-degree point, which is really strong, critical degree. However, you went through 7 years of it already. It's like you've mastered what's happening, and Uranus is retrograde, so it's more internal. Like, what are the changes you want to make here, right? Just like Neptune, this is going to be the last of our lifetime. You're never going to experience Uranus and Taurus ever again unless you live past 84 years. Remember, it's an 84-year cycle. Now, the great news about Uranus and Taurus for you is that you get to focus on your transformation more than any other sign, including Scorpio, right? So use this. It's retrograde season. Go within. Go within and really focus on the things that do bring you pleasure and joy, but also the things that, are the foundations of your life. Material possessions, that's going to be a big thing. Finances is going to be a big thing because, again, you have a stellium in Scorpio in your 2nd house of income and finances and money. That's Taurus's home. So, again, money is going to be a huge, huge theme for you this month. And Uranus, like every other outer planet, when they move, you feel it. And this is Uranus, so has a little bit of a rumble to it. This is not going to be a quiet transit. And Uranus is just, it does its own thing. So bear in mind that first week, there could be some changes. That's all I'm saying. But a lot of it will be you. Okay? A lot of it will be the changes that you want to make. And a lot of it could be really sudden too. So really use these retrogrades to your advantage. Now, Sunday, November 9th, Mercury will go retrograde. We all know about Mercury retrograde. We don't travel delays, etc. But really pay attention to that part. Okay? Because Mercury rules travel. That's why when Mercury retrogrades, there are travel delays and miscommunication, things like that, right? Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. Sagittarius also rules travel. So there's a double dose of there could be the potential of some delays or whatnot when it comes to travel. The fact that it's in Sagittarius in your 3rd house, that's Mercury's home. Travel. So book your tickets now, please. All right? Before Mercury goes retrograde. Mercury's in shadow, but that's fine. Here's the other thing. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. Mercury and Sagittarius in general, it's just a little strange for Mercury because Mercury rules Gemini. Yeah, Sagittarius is Gemini's opposite sign, and so Mercury is very far away from home. And he's like, what do I do here in Sagittarius? Because Gemini is the mind, and Sagittarius is more about your belief system, and therefore, with Mars in Sagittarius and Mercury in Sagittarius in your 3rd house, there is going to be something here where it's more about your beliefs, where you are going to be reassessing, reevaluating, re-examining your belief system, all in the name of becoming wiser. But there is going to be a lot of processing as well, right? Remember, the mind. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, your third, you're going to have a lot of communication with people from the past. They're going to start coming resurface. And they probably already are now by the time you watch this. Like, yeah, because Mercury already did go into shadow. So, like, DMs, just pay attention because, you know, you always, there's a reason why these things happen, right? So, one other thing is family. There's a lot of family, like sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, even neighbors may resurface as well. But just be very mindful about travel. You might actually, the great thing about this is you're going to, if you are traveling, very likely you're going to places that you used to love in the past, places that you may go to all the time, return to all the time. It is Thanksgiving, right? In November. So you will be traveling. It's right there. All right. So just be mindful with Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. Book your tickets now. Choose your travel partners wisely. But it is all about the big picture. That is Sagittarius energy. Everything that you're going to be doing is all about expanding your horizons, broadening your horizons. All right. It's big pick energy. Anyway, you're possibly going to be writing something, going back to writing something, maybe even creative writing. Maybe you're working on a book. All right. Very nice. Remember, there's a good side to Mercury retrograde. All right. Now, the other thing is that Tuesday, November 11th, that's when Jupiter goes retrograde. I like this for you. Listen, Jupiter going retrograde, you don't really, yeah, it's not a big thing. Jupiter's going to be retrograde until March 10th. For you, Jupiter rules your 10th house. All right. So what this is just going inward. Okay. It's all about spending time within, growing internally. You're going to, and by the way, yeah, it does seem like a long time until March 2026, but I've mentioned many times, time is speeding up. How are we in November? I don't even remember September. Anyway, you are going to have a lot of focus, not only on home and family, but also career. That's what Jupiter rules in Cancer for you, your 10th house of career, fame, your reputation. If you're not here for career, achievements, honors, all of that. Okay. There is something that's going to happen very soon that you're going to love. But again, a lot of this is self-nurturing. Yeah, it's all about connecting with your intuition for personal development, growth, wisdom. And yes, you're still going to receive all the blessings and good fortune, luck Jupiter is known to bring. But at this point, you have Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, Mercury, and Jupiter all retrograde from this point forward. So really good time to take advantage of this. All these retrogrades, really going within, doing that introspection, downward dog, spending time in nature, jump in a pile of leaves, do what you need to do, right? To really turn up the notch with your chi and your prana, your chakras, all of that. This is your time, okay? There's going to be a lot of things that happen in December. This is your time to really reset, reevaluate, and even, reinvent yourself. That's what Uranus wants, by the way. Anyway, you also have, let me just keep going. Let's just get to Sunday. All right, so you've got the Sun trine Jupiter. So this is possibly the best thing. It's the best and luckiest day of November, but also one of the best and luckiest days of 2025. Circle this in your calendar. In fact, circle the 16th to like the 21st, 22nd, because this day you got the Sun trine Jupiter, the Sun in Scorpio in your second house of money, income, finances. trining Jupiter in Cancer in 10th house of career and fame. So trines, as you know, are enormously auspicious. They have the nature of Jupiter, but look at what's happening. Monday on the 17th, you have the Sun trine Saturn. So remember how I said Jupiter trine Saturn spilling over from October? Yeah? You're getting that glare. I got the big lamp out. So, this is a package deal. This is bonkers because you've got the Sun in Scorpio now. And you have the Sun in Scorpio, your second house. Again, your values, self-worth, self-value, material possessions, even relationships, but also money is the biggest thing, finances. Trining Jupiter in Cancer in 10th house of career, as well as Saturn and Pisces in your 6th house of work and everyday activities. So, a lot of y'all are changing jobs. A lot of y'all are changing jobs or getting promotions, or there's something here where you're getting recognized. It is really special. There's something really special here. On this day, the moon will be in Scorpio. How about that? If you're a subscriber, you know I talk about the moon in Scorpio. Just the moon in Scorpio alone adds a lot of intensity, okay? And remember, Venus is here too. Venus, the planet of money, in your second house of money. Sounds pretty good, don't you think? Libra, this is going to be amazing. Remember that energy, that Scorpio energy, that I got to have it, I'm going to get it. That type of energy, you're going to get what you want. Especially because Mercury in Sagittarius will also sextile Pluto around this time. You've got the water trine, the grand water trine. I mean, there's so much happening. There's a party in the sky. It is boogie nights, okay? It's literally dancing with the stars, all right? Now, please mark this in your calendar. There's something really special happening around this time. It's very likely that you're possibly going to get something within your world too, like a material possession, like that car you wanted. Yeah. The Toyota Camry, whatever you want. Tuesday, November 18th, Mercury retrogrades so far back, Sagittarius moves back into Scorpio. So now everything that happened with Mercury and Scorpio in October, because remember, Mercury was in Scorpio pretty much all of October throughout your birthday season. Now, there may be some themes from October that resurface around this time with Mercury moving back into Scorpio that has to do with money, finances, material possessions. But the bigger picture here is that now you got 4 planets in Scorpio. So, a lot of intensity because don't forget, you've got Uranus back in Taurus in your 8th house. That's Scorpio's home, which is transformation, it's wealth building, it's deepening relationships too. On top of that, you know, the moon will conjunct Venus. I really like that for you. That's very affectionate. And Taurus, you know, well, the second house it's very sensual. There's like sensuality here too. But you've got Mercury conjunct the sun. There's so much happening and it's building up to something really big. So anyway, you've got a lot happening, but there is one thing that I'm just going to point out right now. When you've got 4 planets, including the moon in Scorpio, just definitely expect there may be some truths coming to the surface. And Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, things from the past, right? So it's like an episode of 90210. Anyway, this is all part of your transformation, your death and rebirth, right? All leading up to November 19th or the 20th, depending where you live, the new moon in Scorpio. This one's really big. We're going to spend a lot of time on this. In your weekly forecast, it's 28 degrees. It's a late degree, but it's also really late. It's 2 in the morning. This one's really charged up. Just like the full moon in Taurus, this new moon will not be quiet. It is going to be strong. Mercury, by the way, is not only going to conjunct the new moon, but Mercury and the new moon will be opposite Uranus, which, as you know, is now in Taurus, your 8th house. So, you have money stuff around this time. Big time. okay, and relationships. It's very emotionally charged, this new moon. All gas, no brakes. You still have the Grand Water Trine. You have the stellium in Scorpio. There's just so much happening, but you will have Mercury opposite Uranus. That's in Taurus. So there really is something that could be unexpected that happens around this time. It is in your eighth house. There could be something deeply psychological here, but it is the eighth house with all the Scorpio energy, including the new moon that actually has joined the Grand Water Trine. We'll talk about that in your weekly forecast. But with that said, there really is something here that could be unexpected that you say or that you hear or that you do. There also is something here where it could be you that does something that's surprising to you. You're like, oh, I can't believe I did that. That's part of my breakthrough. All right. It is Uranus. Now, another thing that I just want to point out is that you will have, on the 20th, you will have the Mercury Cazimi, right? And that's been building up for the past few days, and it could be this big awakening for you. It's a refresh. It's a reset, especially of the mind. However, the bigger aspect here would be Uranus and Taurus, sextile Neptune and Pisces. This is a major highlight, not only of the month or the year, but of the decade. That's how big this is. It's happening at 29 degrees. This is an aspect that's part of the prison portal, right? And so remember, that is happening for years. And a lot of these aspects, they're going to have big peaks. This is the biggest peak in 2025. And you're going to feel it really strongly. And you did feel it in August. We had it in August, but the planets were in different signs. And this is pretty much down to the minute. The perfection is so tight. And again, the planets are retrograde too. It's more internal, but the magnitude of this aspect, we have not had something like this since we haven't had this aspect since since the 1960s, like the late 1960s. Your personal revolution right here. It's visionary, it's poetic, it's artistic, a lot of compassion, humanity, all that. Your big breakthrough is right here. Remember, Uranus and Taurus in your eighth house, okay? Money, love, relationships, sex, intimacy, your legacy, right? And then you have Neptune and Pisces, your sixth house of everyday activities. You are about to have the biggest change in your life. This is huge. And remember, they're outer planets, really, really outer. And so it's generational. You're going to feel this for some time. For many years, for like 8 years. Well, you're going to feel it really strongly for the next 2 years. But anyway, just now you are going to have some major epiphanies this day. You do have Uranus and Taurus in your eighth house. Now, the other thing is that Friday, the 21st, we officially move into Sagittarius season. So again, it's like there's this calling. Yeah, that's this Sagittarius energy in your third house. You're going to make some big announcements, very likely. You're going to be communicating. You're possibly going to be launching something as well. We'll talk about it more in your weekly forecast. I mean, you do have Mars there. And then you have, when we get to, well, let me see here. Oh, yeah, November 22nd. That's when you got Mercury in Scorpio in a Grand Water Trine with Saturn and Jupiter. So you see that you still have a lot of movement with money, work, and career. Yeah. Possibly signing something around this time. And then what makes this actually really special for you is that the sun in Sagittarius will sextile Pluto in Aquarius. That's amazing. You're going to be very persuasive around this time. November 24th. November 26th, you've got one of your best days. You got Venus. That's gonna have a Grand Water Trine now. You can't make that, like, this is insane, right? So Venus, the planet of money, and your second house of money, harmonizing with your 10th house of career, 6th house of work. So there's something big happening for you. Second half of November. And then Thursday, November 27th, happy Thanksgiving, gobble gobble. You got Saturn going direct. So this is a huge game changer for you because Saturn's been retrograde since July 12th. And remember, Saturn did move into Aries for a hot second. You worked with that energy. Anyway, in your sixth, going direct, you're about to get really busy. And Saturn, again, has been here for 2 years testing you in work and your everyday activities, health matters, your lifestyle. And now he's just doing a little bit of a check-in, but he's awake. And so remember, he's building that structure for you because look at all the aspects leading up to this moment. So this is really great. And then November 29th, you have Mercury finally going direct. And then you also have Venus moving into Sagittarius. So there's a lot happening. By the end of the month, when you've got Venus and the Sun and Mars in your third house leading up to one of the biggest new moons, by the way, in December. Anyway, Libra, where'd you go? Here you are. Libra Nation, let's get started. Let's see what is going on for... Oh, look at my... Whoa, let's see what's going on for you for November 2025. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let me see something real quick. Libra, I do a traditional culture cross spread, offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know we will. Secondly, Libra Nation, come on. You cracked me up. How was your birthday? I just went to my Libra friend's birthday party. It was the first time that I had left my house since June. Uranus on my ascendant. But it was a lot of fun. I did a bathroom selfie. Anyway, Libra, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Let's see what we got here. Okay, well, thank you for making this very easy for me. You're good. You're good. Yeah, you really don't. I don't even need to do this. Like, you know, you're good. Like, this is amazing. Holy. Okay. I'm already trying to think of like the title for your video. Like, how do I even like? You got the Knight of Cups, of course. Big birthday wish come true. This is the wish come true. I mean, look, I call it the genie in a bottle energy. He's sitting there like a genie in a bottle. He's happy. He's very proud of himself, of his accomplishments, of just everything he's received. He's received. It's a card of total satisfaction. Look how satisfied he is. Also, enlightenment. Look at the cups over his head. And it's as if he's showing them off like they're trophies. He's very, very happy. You're good. You're really good. There's something that's happening for you, and you're recognizing it and being recognized for it. Now, and attributed to Jupiter in Pisces. Remember, North Node is in Pisces. Third, 3 of Wands, and the heart of your spread. Remember, it's a monthly forecast. This is great. What did I say about expanding your horizons? Yeah? There you go. There's something new happening. There's something new. And it's not even just that. It's like, look, it's all sky here, right? That's all sky. What do we say? The sky's the limit. So this is having that self-belief. Remember that Sagittarius energy, belief, your belief system, self-belief. There you go. Go forth. Go see the world. Go meet people. Go network. That's third house energy. You're going to be very social. You're going to be in your comfort zone, and you're going to be building bridges. You're going to be opening doors. Doors are going to be opening for you. You're going to be putting yourself out there. And everything that you do, remember, all in the name of self-discovery. This is amazing. I can't believe this. A lot of you are actually going out to look for partners too. It can be love. It can be career. There is something about having like a partner in crime. Page of Pentacles. In your challenge area, there's something here. If you actually, let me see something. Yeah, if you have any children, just, yeah, that they may be starting a job for the first time. They may be trying to do something with Bitcoin. There may, I just keep an eye on some of their things. But also, there's a little bit of whatever you're about to start. There can be something where you're not seeing eye to eye with someone. If there is someone else in the picture here, just be mindful. It is a month where it's all, you're Libras anyway. You're all about compromise and diplomacy. But there may be something here where someone's just mishandling maybe finances, maybe money, but also it could be you. So remember, this first week is strong, and then this entire month, a lot of focus and emphasis on money for you. So it is the Page of Pentacles. There's also a sense of maybe there's a little bit of Pentacles are your physical reality, right? So there's something here that it's almost like you really want to get this thing going, but there's got to be this first, that sense of actually taking that inspired action, moving forward, and really seeking things out, and then things will come. Okay. Yeah, the Page of Wands too. That's amazing. I mean, you're just inspired this month. You're very inspired to start new things. You see it right here with the world and the root of your spread. You're ready for this new chapter. And remember, every transit, every retrograde is a new chapter. This is big. It's a loaded month. You're good. You have the sun in your future. So you have the world, the end of the Fool's Journey, Major Arcana. Be very proud of yourself. You see a big theme here, right? He's proud. He's leaving his village for the first time. He's going out there to explore. That's a Sagittarius energy. Very adventurous. Explorative. He's proud. Look at her. The dancing figure. You made it to the end of the Fool's Journey. Fool's Journey. There was a lot of highs and lows. There's a lot of polarities. There's a lot of dualities. There was a lot. You get it. You made it. You're good. You see the wreath shaped as a 0, referencing the Fool. You're about to start a brand new journey. You want it more than anything. And of course you do. You have, well, you're in a season of death and rebirth, transformation. But again, Uranus moving back into Taurus, a really big thing for you. 8th house energy. That's amazing. The sun in your future. Speaking of death and rebirth, by the way, this is the end, right? The world. Yeah. And then the sun, card 19. 1, 9 equals 10. 1. There's this rebirth here. Okay. That's happening. It's really, really special. And again, you see the red banner here for achievement. So you have this sense of achievements here that's really special. I absolutely love what's happening for you. Being proud of yourself. Even there's this inner child that's coming out. You have the sun, the full abundance of the sun. Ever gotten a tarot reading? The sun is the biggest yes. Yeah. It's optimism. It's joy. It's this promising future. There's a new you based on your exploration to discover who you are and to make things happen. You're really good. Let's get to your stuff. You are good AF, Libra. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me, Libra Nation, what is going on? What a month. What a month. I'm very excited for you. Let's see what's going on. Just okay. Calm down. I'm joking. Listen, come on. Oh my gosh. You can't even make this. I can't. You're gonna, listen. You got the 7 of Wands. There you go. I'm cue Tom Petty, right? Don't back down. You got this. All right. This is a card of like, it's valor. Yeah. It's courage. It's standing up for your beliefs. It's standing your ground. It's drawing a line in the sand. And you're the successful one here. He's the one on the top of the hill. So, really great. There is some competitive spirit with this card, and this is how it is, but that's all you have to do is just always stand your ground. You're going to be good. Now, diplomatically, of course, 2 of Cups. What? You're good. I don't even know. I'm truly speechless. Gooped. Wow. So relationships, partnerships, remember, Uranus moving back into Taurus is a big deal for you. 8th house, deepening relationships. You even have all this Scorpio energy. Remember, it's all about building relationships, building bridges, developing relationships, new relationships. Oh, wow. There's a lot happening for you this month. That's 2 souls inhabiting one body, opening yourself up to another person, developing something. There's something coming to creation here. You see the winged lion, all that passion, that deep passion that I was talking about. That Scorpio energy, that deep, 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 intense passion. But I love this. A lot of healing with the people that you meet as well. And remember, this doesn't have to be strictly love. It can be platonic. It can be career. But there is something fueling you. Like I said earlier, there was something coming up for me where I was like, it's like you're seeking this perfect partnership, this perfect, yeah. There's your affirmation. You got the Magician as well. What? You want it. You want this new beginning in ways that you can never imagine. Listen, you got pages are all about the new, right? Fresh new energy. 3, vibration of the Empress, creation, right? The world, the end for something new. The sun, what did I say? Rebirth, right? 1 + 9, 1. That's all about the new. And then here, developing something new, you've got the Magician, card 1, the Fool's Journey, and then the 8 of Pentacles in your final outcome. Like, whatever happens here, you're so committed to it. Laser focused. Like, this is it. This is what I want. I'm going for it. I'm going to have it. You're amazing. This is amazing. And he's also, I mean, the 8 of Pentacles, that's all about success. He's working toward his legacy. You have Uranus in your 8th. Like I said, it's going to be different from, the past 7 years, but there you go. There you go. And it's Scorpio season anyway. And even after Scorpio season, you still have a stellium in Scorpio. And the Sun in Scorpio, Mercury in Scorpio, Venus in Scorpio, they're all going to have grand water trines. You're good. Money, wealth, career, work, Pentacles, again, your physical world, your physical realm. So it can even be a relationship, whatever it is, there's commitment here. Commitment to reach your legacy. You're amazing, Libra. Let's break it down week by week. First week of November. You know that Mars is going to move into Sagittarius. We have that full moon in Taurus. We have Uranus moving back into Taurus. We have Venus moving into Scorpio. That's a lot already. Okay, so let's do it. Let's see. Let's see what's going on for you for the first week of November. Don't mess. Calm down. Oh, Libra. Okay, so you got the Ace of Swords. So there's your breakthrough. That's what Uranus is. Yeah. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Yeah, so new beginnings all across the board. All across the board here. Huge. Big breakthrough. Contracts too. You've got the fact that you got Mars moving into Sagittarius right off the bat in your 3rd house, remember, that's like signing things. But it also is your mind. The 3rd house, big mental breakthrough. There's victory. There's success. It's the biggest sword in the deck. This is breakthrough ideas as well, breakthrough conversations. This is a lot of power. Yep, you have a lot of power. New beginnings with that ace. Now, second week of November, you've got Mercury going retrograde. You've got Jupiter going retrograde. You do have, oh, yeah, okay. You've got, the Sun trines Jupiter. And the Sun trines Saturn. Anyway, you got a lot happening. Let's see what's got out for you for the second week. Of November. Four of Swords. That's your card. Four of Swords is well, it's your card. It's the third decan of Libra. This is all about everything this month is about. Going within, the retrogrades. This is having that stillness of mind, clearing the mind, clearing the decks, right? Meditation. Look at the swords. Well, first, look at all that comfort here. Yeah? All the light coming through from the window. But you see the swords. Look at where they're pointing, right? The heart chakra, throat chakra, crown chakra. What did I say? Use this time right now for all that you need. Now, the third week, you have Mercury moving back into Scorpio. Oh, the new moon in Scorpio. You got Mercury Kazemi, Uranus, sextile Neptune. There's a lot. There's a lot. All right. Sagittarius season as well. Let's see what's going on for you for the third week. Of November. Oh, you got that Eight of Swords. Now, here's the thing. That's a lot of swords. You're going to have a lot on your mind. You got Mars and Sagittarius in your third house of the mind. You're going to be processing a lot of things. And even that Sagittarius energy, yeah, it's still processing a lot. But what I was going to say, I did see something for you earlier. Where is it? It's somewhere. Well, I'll find it later. But you do have... There's going to be, during the third week... I'll find it. Well, you know... During the third week, we are going to have Mars squaring the nodes. Okay? We call it bending of the nodes. And so Mars in your third is going to be on the north and the south node. And so that's a lot of health. It's also mental health as well. So there can be something there where it's just like, be mindful, because that's a lot of energy. Wait, it can be a little, because Mars is in your third, like overthinking, over analyzing, but to the point where you're putting yourself in this corner. Like, this is the self-victim card. She put herself here. But remember, with all this Scorpio energy, you have to face your truths. It's retrograde season. You have to, connect. She doesn't want to. So there's going to be something the third week where that is the new moon, right? The new moon is Scorpio. There is something that you're going to have to see. There's something that is going to be presented to you, and you have to really reconcile. Yeah? Let's look at the fourth week. You want me to clarify that? I'll clarify it. Libra Nation. Three of Pentacles. It could even be just like having cold feet about doing something. A lot of you are going to be getting new jobs, new careers, new professions. It could just be like, oh my gosh, I've been at the same job for 5 years. I'm starting my own business. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. But then you're like, you know what? What was I even? But this is great. Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork, working with others, building something to last. The last week of November is, yeah, you have the Venus Grand Water Trine, Saturn going direct, Mercury going direct, Venus moving into Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for you. Last week of November. Oh, don't. That's a card drop. You're good. So you got the Empress. That's passion. That's deep passion. That's love. That's super conscious love. That's abundance. That's money. That's money. Okay? That's fire. As the kids say. Do they even still? I don't know. I feel like older people say it now. Anyway, you see the symbol of Venus here? Amazing. Remember the 3 of Wands that you got? How I said is creation, just like the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah? Creating something. Vibration of the Empress, card 3. She's pregnant, so the birth of new things. A lot of y'all having babies too, right? Yeah. Good for you. Congratulations. There you go. There is a sense of growth here with the 3 of, or with the Empress, but the Empress really is, again, with a month like this, it is your deep passions, and it is money, and it is abundance, and it is love, and it is relationships, and it's sensuality, it's sexuality, it's everything. She's miss everything. You're good. That's abundance. She holds that golden scepter. Like anything she touches turns to gold. Like you're good. Like I don't even know what to say. Like this is your best. This is just bonkers. It's just absolutely bonkers. Tier 3 member. Okay, so let's do the second spread. We'll look at everything. We'll look at love. We'll look at everything. Okay, career, everything. Tier 3 members, you know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join for the better spread. Really good and legendary members. Next week we'll go deeper in the aspects. Libra, thank you so much for spending all night. What is it? 3 a.m. now. Thank you so much. I feel like Elvira or something. Anyway, Libra, stop it. You and your jokes. You gotta stop. You gotta stop it. You don't have to. Thanks so much, Libra. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.